September 2nd here in southern Ontario in Canada. So we're not seeing it on our mainstream media here at all in Canada. I don't see it on any American news either, and I suspect on a global level. If you go to social media, you'll see it. Massive protests in the streets, protesting mass migration. Let's fly through some of the countries. I mean, we're talking a dozen big countries in the world here, and not a whisper of it on mainstream media in Canada. Everything here is Orange Man Bad and Carney's unicorn horn and fairy dust business deals with the EU. Yeah, well, anyways, I digress. So we see in the UK and in the satellite nations, may I call them that, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and then the big EU member countries, Germany, France, Spain, large protests on the street to the point that we could call them continuous. And it's been going on for a while, and they're heating up, but I'll come to that. Italy and Austria as well, but their countries. Well, okay, just give me a minute. Italy, Austria, Hungary, and Poland. The governments are pushing back against the EU Commission in Brussels, led by Ursula von der Leyen, who sits on the WEF Board of Trustees. And most of these aforementioned nations, barring the ones whose governments are pushing back against the EU, are led by World Economic Forum members Starmer, Merz, Macron, etc. So, and did I mention Hungary and Poland? I think I did. Italy, Austria, Hungary, and Poland, their government's pushing back. But the other countries, I'll run through them again. Ireland, the UK, Scotland, Wales, Germany, France, Spain. The government's just ignoring. And did I throw Australia in here? I think I forgot to. Yeah, we see Australia. It's just coming out in social media. You know, it's gaining traction on social media, what's been going on there. Common theme, WEF and mass migration. But we're not seeing it here in Canada. Not a whisper of it. You would really think that it can be called a global phenomenon. And again, our mainstream media, it doesn't exist as far as they're concerned. Point, it's going to boil over somewhere. I suspect it might be the UK. It's going to escalate into ugliness. Keir Starmer, Young Global Leaders Program graduate and active status WEF member who on public record has said he puts his loyalties to the World Economic Forum over that of the country that he's the prime minister of. So he's not going to change his ways. He's not going to back down. And the people in the UK are getting hot about it. To use an Americanism, martial law. It's inevitable in one of these countries where the government isn't supporting the people and pushing back against mass migration. I hate to say it, but it's got to come to that, and it will come to that. And when it does, then what happens? If it's country A, I suggested the UK, but let's say it's country A, it boils over, turns into martial law, gets ugly. Maybe they storm into Parliament and hang a few Christmas ornaments, if you pick up what I'm putting down there. Will countries B, C, and D then say, well, we knew it was going to come to that. They knew it was going to come to that. We should have done it sooner. It's time for us to get the Christmas tree and the ornaments going as well. I can't see it not happening somewhere at some point in time. Japan protesting against mass migration. I'm going to take a look at it separately because Japan is unique in so many ways on a global level. Common theme, though, the Japanese leader is a World Economic Forum member. Yeah, I'll have to go back into my notebooks to get his name and what year he attended the Young Global Leaders program and all that stuff. But common theme, all roads lead to Geneva, Switzerland, which I might as well summate if you stayed this long. Mark the WEF Carney, He sits on both the foundation board and the board of trustees at the WEF. And every time he flies off to Europe, which is continuously, to make these word salad business deals that aren't anything but, well, unicorn horns and fairy dust, who does he meet with every time? Yeah, Starmer, Macron, Mertz, and Ursula von der Leyen, all WEF members. So, anyways. Oh, and in summation, Bill C-11 in Canada, you've got to go looking for these countries and the protests that are happening, because they really won't come to you on your feet.